It's just the beginning. Welcome to our tomorrow!
To get Nicolas Cage, Emma Stone, Catherine Keener, Ryan Reynolds, Clark Duke, Cloris Leachman, all back has been phenomenal.
I had one rule, don't break up the pack. Ugh.
There's so much that each of them brings from themselves.
No, I like not dying.
It's a treasure trove.
Grug is very concerned about the family dynamic. He wants his family to be safe. Survival it's a big S in this equation, and sometimes he goes too far with that.
Now you, come on, man!
The thing that he really has to offer is his strength, but more importantly, his gigantic heart and his love for family. That's his true strength.
We don't sleep pile anymore, we don't wake up together, and Thunk just stares at that box.
Nicolas Cage described that his process is like jazz.
I like shh.
He embodies Grug. He'll walk around the recording room as a caveman getting into part. He'll cry. He can really tap into these emotions.
It's something amazing to behold watching him work.
You just kept giving it bananas?
I don't know what's gonna come to me. I just know that the process for me is to give myself up over to it.
We ate all the bananas.
I don't think Grug knows this, but I'm assuming that he has some sense of how his body's feeling, and he's not a doctor, and he's not a scientist, but he probably somewhere subconsciously, physiologically knows he needs potassium. So he loves bananas.
Come here, sweet thing.
She's a cave girl, and she is rambunctious and ferocious and very, very brave. She's learning a lot about herself through love and heartbreak and making a new friend for the first time.
You're a girl? A girl? Friend!
Emma Stone is so amazing when we record her.
Doesn't matter. I don't even care.
She really captures the vulnerability of Eep and also the fiery confidence.
You see those wolf spiders? You want to ride them? Yeah!
She can give you take after take, and they're all completely different. It gives us so many options.
She's fine. She's fine. She's fine.
It's been a blast to be recording on these two movies for so long because it really is the longest project I've ever been a part of.
I'm Eep. In my defense, I'd been living in a cave my whole life.
It was very special, and it's always a fun day at work when I get to go be Eep.
What's wrong with cave people, guy?
Thunk is a very sweet, innocent boy whose kind of naivete guides him through life and makes sure that he's always having a pretty good time.
Mrs. Betterman, I'll just take my dessert at the window.
It was not too hard to get back into character. It's just a very childlike, dumb version of me.
I'm sorry.
My favorite scenes were all this stuff with the window. I thought that was a really great gag because it speaks to this very modern problem, which is people being addicted to screens and not being able to look up at the world around them.
You got all that just from looking at him?
She's not a helicopter parent. Her daughter has a peanut toe.
I told you, don't take the canyon!
She's intense and very rough-hewn.
And she tried to make me think it was my idea!
So she's used to just letting her family experience life and experience danger.
Drop her!
Knowing they'll be all right as long as they stick together as a family.
Honey, everybody's happy here. And most importantly, the pack is together.
Crazy old Gran. Gran talks about the old days of the Thunder Sisters.
Just Gran's old bedtime stories.
Only as we get into the story, we actually realize there's actually merit in Gran stories.
You got it, girl!
Gran is able to unite Ugga and Hope, and they become the Thunder Sisters.
Thunder Sisters!
Guy is part of the family, and or at least trying to fit in with this family, and they come across another family that is slightly more modernized, a family that have figured out a lot of the things that Guy is obsessed with.
Again? Something bigger.
Ryan Reynolds' take on Guy and his attitude gives Guy the comedic edge that he has. It's so brilliant. We're so lucky to have him.
Mess it up! Like you mess up everything! Like you messed up my beautiful teenage romance!
It's always wild to see an animated character who you don't necessarily look anything like, but that character has your mannerisms, has your facial expressions. You know, of course it has the voice, but you don't expect that other half.
This is the real me, baby, you know? What's happening? Where are you taking us?
One of the great things about doing a sequel is that you can expand on your cast.
Emphasis on the better.
It's a high bar to have another family who can be just as entertaining, just as quirky, and unique, stand up against the Croods. Peter, Leslie, and Kelly did a fantastic job and brought so much to the roles.
Excuse me, little tiger girl. We don't climb this tree. She believes that she is better in every way than everyone else. Look, Phil, they sleep in a pile. She is a loving mother, maybe a little suffocating at times. I think we were worrying about Dawn being alone. And thinks that she knows best, but doesn't always know best. I'm good. I have a shawl to keep me warm.
Leslie makes me cry with laughter when we record.
So many of the jokes and so much of the fun of that character really came from her.
What is that?
She's so great at improvising and has such amazing comedic timing.
Oh, that's just your reflection. It's called a mirror. Oh! When they asked me to join, I was thrilled. And I love doing voiceover work. I was super excited. He belongs with us, the Bettermans! Let's go, Dawn!
Phil is the counter opposite to Grug, and he's this pompous kind of guy who loves to show off.
Yep, I turned a barren desert into a lush oasis.
Peter Dinklage has this Shakespearean voice.
The eyes, Hope.
That just lent itself so perfectly to this character who's condescending and thinks they're incredibly intelligent.
They seem to have some kind of primitive language.
Peter Dinklage just is so fantastic and so laser-like focused in the comedy.
What have you done?
And just knows exactly what to hit to annoy Grug.
The oafish caveman will grow bananas for them.
And she is a very overprotected girl who then meets Eve and is opened up into the reality of the world.
Every mark is adventure.
We did auditions to try and find the perfect Dawn character. And when Kelly came in, her natural personality is so lovely and so excited that you're like, okay, that's kind of Dawn.
Oh, where was this getting so...
Dawn and her optimism and her enthusiasm and her just lust for life, that is who Kelly Marie Tran is.
I have a scar.
It's really cool to play Dawn and to see the world through her eyes because she is really seeing all of these incredible things for the first time. And that is a stand-in for the audience who's also watching this for the first time.
Whoa!